All right, we're going to start with this adorable wall hanging here. And these are just the little signs, the square boxes from Dollar Tree, and then this cute little stencil that I found at Dollar Tree, I don't know, last week, the week before, I don't remember. And it says, be a rainbow in someone's cloud, I think is what it says. And so that's what we're going to do. So I'm trying to make sure that it fits because usually Dollar Tree plans stuff out like that and makes it all fit together, and it does. So I'm just going to take some of the glitter off. This box specifically I had been using for something else, and so I had already sanded it off a bit, but the other two I had never touched, so we're going to see what we can do here. This one, the paper actually did peel off very easily, very nicely without any work really. And then I just lightly sanded off the little edge there that got kind of ripped. And just make sure that the little fuzz that's on there is even and flat. And then we're going to paint them. I'm choosing white, but I am adding just a touch of like a caramel, how do you say it? Caramel color to make it a bit of an off-white. You can't tell too much. I mean, you can tell it's an off-white. It's not that bright white that I normally like. You can tell by looking at it. But I did mix that paint, and now we're just going to paint all three fronts of these little signs, all the same color white. And then I completely didn't record me painting the sides, but I did paint the sides of all of three of the boxes black. So you missed that, but whatever. And so now I'm going to put the stencil on, and we are going to add the stencil. So be a rainbow in someone else's cloud. And I think that's so cute. Now, I don't use paint. Well, I could use paint. I'm not using paint. I'm using markers. And this black marker is actually from the Dollar Tree. It's the Jute brand. And then the other markers, I don't honestly know where they're from. They could be Dollar Tree, who knows? But I'm just going to choose which letters I want to be black and which letters I want to be something else. So the main letters, or kind of the fill-in letters, are all black. And then the word cloud is very big, so I'm doing it blue because that's kind of a cloudish color, maybe, kind of. And then the word rainbow, naturally, I'm going to put in rainbow colors. So I did it in the order of the rainbow that I learned when I was a kid. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. And there was enough letters where I only had to do the red twice. So that was awesome. And then when I'm done stenciling, I'm just going to clean it off with a wet wipe. Pretty easy. And then I actually have to make a couple rainbows because the top and the bottom sign are going to have rainbows on them. And then the other one, the one in the middle, has the stencil. So I'm using the little... I always have a hard time when I'm trying to figure out what this thing is called. It's not a compass. A compass tells you where to go, left or north or south. Whatever this thing is, protractor? I don't know. But I'm going to make a compass. I'm going to make a rainbow using that tool. And then I'm going to use the different colors, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. And I'm going to glue them on top of each other. I'm just using a Gorilla glue stick and gluing those on top of each other. And then when I have them all glued together, I am going to cut with heavy duty scissors. I'm going to cut a little half circle in the middle at the bottom. So it does look like a rainbow instead of a half circle. I don't recall if I recorded that or not. So we'll see. Let's see. And of course, your rainbows could be any color you want. You could do the standard red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, or black and white, or pink and gray. It doesn't matter. It's up to you. So there, I'm just cutting out the little middle piece there. And then I'm going to figure out where on the box it needs to be, or on the sign, I guess I should say. And I'm just hot gluing it on. And then we have to put some clouds on the rainbow. So I'm going to just put these little pom-poms that I got. I think they're from Hobby Lobby. It was a large bag of them in different colors, Christmas colors. And I'm going to put 3 little pom-poms on each side of the rainbow on both sides. And then I have to line it all up so that I can add the hang string. I use this very thick cord. It's not twine, it's like a cord. It's huge, very thick. So I use that. You wouldn't have to use this, of course. You could just use regular twine, or you could use, black or white string or whatever. But this is what I chose. And the main thing here is just that it's even and it is straight, because you want them to hang straight, of course. And I do always end with the hot glue and the masking tape trick. So I am going to do that on both sides. And then that's it. Just as easy as that. And it is absolutely adorable. I love it. I didn't think I was going to love it so much, but I actually love it. I'm actually going to bring it to my office because it's some inspirational words that I like. Here's the next one. This is inspired by Heidi Sambol. I'll put a link to her channel down below. But I broke this little planter. It was in my bathroom and I knocked it off the ledge. And so it broke into a million pieces. So what I was left was this little styrofoam cup and the plant that was in it. So I'm going to make it into a concrete looking piece. And I'm using tin foil. Heidi Sambol did this and it looked absolutely awesome when she did it. Now she didn't do it as a planter. She did it as some like little animals and such for other kind of decor. But I'm using it for the planter because, I don't know, that's what I'm doing. And so you crumple up the tin foil so it has a lot of dimension to it, a lot of crinkles in it, because I want it to look like concrete. That's my idea here. So once I've got it all crinkled, I'm going to crinkle it around the plant, and then I'm going to cover it in painter's tape. You could use masking tape as well, I'm sure. Painter's tape is the perfect, I don't know what to say, density, where you can crinkle it up just like you crinkled up the aluminum foil and you'll get all that dimension out of it. And on mine, because it's not an actual planter anymore, I had to make it a little bit more sturdy. So I glued some little tumbling tower blocks on the bottom of the planter. And this little planter, I don't think it was from Dollar Tree. I think it was maybe from Home Goods or somewhere like that. It didn't look like a Dollar Tree item. And then once we've got it all put together, then we're going to paint it. So I'm starting with a white background and I'm just going to paint the whole thing white, top to bottom. And I did do 2 coats on this because the painter's tape obviously is blue. It needed a second coat. And so I did do 2 coats on this, mostly because I started with acrylic paint and I should have started with chalk paint. And then once I've got that paint on and dry, then I'm going to add the look of the concrete. So what I'm doing is using a stencil brush and I'm just dipping it into some gray paints, different colors of gray. I started light and then I went dark and then I'll go back light and then back dark and just kind of dab it all around until you get the look you want. The great thing about paint is you can do it over and over again until you like it and have it the way you want it. And then I'm going to paint the very bottom where the little stand is. I'm going to paint that gray. And that's all I'm going to do. That was like a 5-minute craft. So quick and easy. I love the quick and easy. Thanks so much for stopping by Nattys Crafts today. I sure hope you could give the video a big thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Make sure to subscribe. When you subscribe, you should hit the bell so you know when the next video comes out. I sure do appreciate you coming by today, and I want you to remember to appreciate today, as tomorrow is never promised. Thanks, y'all. Y'all have a great one.